Welcome everyone. Your 2026 in detail is today's timeless pick a card. We're going to be looking into your personal life, career, and anything else that comes up. Today we have three options. Option 1 on the left, the elephant. Option 2 in the middle, the gazelle. And option 3 on the right hand side, the fire ant. Take a deep breath with me. And exhale. Timestamps are in the description box. If you need more time to choose, you can pause the video now. See you there. Welcome everyone who chose the elephant. This is going to be your reading about your 2026 in detail. Okay. So keywords for you in 2026. You're unstoppable, auspicious, and wise. So it seems like you're going to be doing very, very well in 2026, and it's all because of the wisdom that you've accumulated that has built your confidence up to the point where you're feeling unstoppable. Wonderful. You're very focused and very trusting of your own path. You're trusting in yourself, confident in your abilities, and the wisdom to carry you through 2026. What a great way to start. You could have strong Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries in your chart. Strong fire energy, being divinely guided, being guided by your inspiration, feeling very inspired, and being an inspiration to others, and like a guiding light as well is what I see here. A guiding light to others. Very stable energy. Stable but forward moving, not stagnant. Stable but not exactly stagnant. Strong claircognizance, strong knowing, and we have the unseen and the nectar that just fell out of the deck for you guys. We have the number 27 as well as the number 9, and then we have the number 58. 27, 9, 58, and 13, as well as the number 4, discipline. The unseen. You, third eye energy, clairvoyance, strong visions of where to move and how to move ahead. Strong visions and a knack for being able to see and read what other people are not exactly capable of. You will have an ability to see beyond what you see in the physical, with your physical eyes. See with your soul. Clarity. You're going to have a very clear path ahead because of what you see, and you're also going to be able to offer clairvoyant guidance. So it could be that you're working as a psychic already, or you use your psychic abilities, or your psychic abilities of claircognizance and clairvoyance will be expanding in 2026. And then we have the nectar. So the nectar speaks of something sweet through this journey, or at the end of this journey. It's a sweet journey. It's a sweet journey. And it's also medicine. So there's a lot of healing in 2026 for you. You're going to be glowing, very relaxed, and it's going to be a very, very healing year for you. Sweet and healing year for you. Okay. Actually, let me use these now. Divinely guided by your intuition. divinely guided by the divine, God, spirit, source, universe. Oh, and there's something coming through about your sexuality as well, the number 4. There could be a lot of healing around your sexuality. Maybe that is something that you've been needing. Healing around your sexuality. Again, we have the number 4, so a lot of discipline. We have 4 twice, so angel number 44 means that you are being surrounded and protected and guided and supported by the angelic realm toward a sweeter life. And 4 plus 4 is the number 8. 8 is the number of stability and prosperity. So definitely a very auspicious, prosperous, healing year for you, especially around matters that concern your sexuality. Whatever that may mean to you. You're also applying discipline to that area of your life. Or you're being more disciplined with yourself, or applying more discipline as you've grown wiser in that area. Conjunction, a powerful conjunction in the year 2026 is happening for you. Powerful conjunction. You could be joining forces with someone else, with an ally here. At first it may seem like an adventure, but something about joining forces or combining with someone else is going to prove to be very strengthening and very enhancing of your own strengths. And you're going to know exactly who this ally is, but because this is someone who's going to inspire you and activate you. We have sisterhood. So you could already have sisters, or there's a sisterhood that's forming or strengthening in the year 2026 for you. The number 41 and the number 5 changes around friendships, allies, compatible souls, loyalty, joy, and delight. So you're going to know exactly who you can count on in 2026. I'm seeing most likely feminine energy here around you as strong allies. But a lot of changes around the sisterhood, or a current sisterhood, or your current friendships, moving you, being guided through your intuition toward more compatible souls, people who are indeed loyal, and you're going to know who they are because it's going to feel delightful, it's going to feel joyful, it's going to feel empowering, and it's going to activate your best traits. All right. So very, very empowering year within yourself, very confident, and confidently being able to see people for who they are and choose the right people for you. Let go. You're going to be letting go of anything you can't really resolve. You're going to be letting go of trying to control the things that you realize you have no control over. You're going to let that go. You're going to walk away from anything you can't resolve, so it resolves itself if it needs to resolve itself. What else do we see for you in 2026? You're definitely coming through as stronger in 2026, more confident, surrounded by better people. Knight of Ariel. You could have Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo strongly in your chart, earth signs. It's a year where you're going to get very, very practical, and the practicality is going to pay off. All the hard work is going to pay off. You're going to accomplish many things in the material world. I see you making a very detailed plan already, or at the beginning of the year. and you're going to be watched over and taken care of by someone very kind in the physical realm. Someone trustworthy, understanding, and very devoted to you. Someone who has a great sense of humor. And I also see you reconnecting with your body, feeling very sensual. I'm seeing also your health. I see health improvements if you've been struggling. I see slow and steady wins the race, accomplishing a lot in the physical realm. Especially where money and work, career is concerned, I see you making a lot of stable headway toward prosperity in 2026. Also improvements around your health. Sexual health, mental health, physical health, especially physical health. Ace of Wands, Nine of Wands. But this one came out first. So yes, it's been an uphill battle. Yes, you've had many challenges. It's been battle after battle. You have prevailed. And now you're getting a new beginning. It's not going to feel like such a struggle anymore. It's not going to feel like such a battle. It's a fresh start, is what I'm seeing here. A fresh start. Feeling more inspired. But bringing the wisdom without bringing any effects that negative experiences may have instilled in you. It's like you're leaving the trauma behind. What happened in the past is something you can't control, but you're realizing that you can take charge of the future, and that's exactly what you're doing in 2026. You're taking the future into your own hands. It's not what happened to you, it's what you do from now on. Moving forward, new beginnings, and the moon. Starting a new life, getting a second chance at life, finding your purpose, forgiving the past, having a compassionate review of the past when it comes to yourself or others. The number 20 seems to be important here, the number 2. And the moon is getting an opportunity to improve your plans, working behind the scenes, moving in silence. Moving in silence and facing your fears, growing stronger from those fears that you had to face in the past, leaving them in the past. Closing that cycle with the number 9 being there. The number 18 could be significant, the number 9. Closing out trauma from the past and not moving forward with it, putting it in the past, and listening to your intuition for accurate guidance. Any plans you made in the past that fell through, you're going to be able to improve them and move forward. 9 of Raphael, that is the 9 of Cups. That is make a wish and dreams becoming a reality. A joyful time in life. Dreams coming true. So I see a lot of dreams coming true for you, or a big wish dream coming true for you in 2026. And it could be something that you're starting new. Something new that you're starting in 2026. Queen of Gabriel, you feeling very passionate, charming, brilliant, independent, inspired, inspiring. Feeling like you can do anything right now, going after what you want, and the ability to attract helpful people and making some dreams come true. And that could be even in the area of relationships. Two hearts dedicated to creating something wonderful. Kindred spirits. Don't give up on those you love. So it could be that you're having a new beginning with a soulmate here, someone who has reciprocal mutual feelings toward you, making it work. Treating each other with respect, with dignity, with loyalty, showing up for each other, and being connected in the heart space. But I see a lot of accomplishments here around health and money and career as well. Ooh, undying love. This could, if you're single, this could be the year where you come into contact with an undying love, someone who is a true soulmate. The love you have shared is eternal regardless of the situation. So that's coming through strongly here. An undying love, or something that has not died inside of you, and you're finally getting the chance to pursue this. It could be an undying friendship love, undying romantic love, undying love for what you're doing. And learning how to finally love yourself unconditionally and eternally. The kind of love that does not die, the true love. The essence of love, universal love, all-encompassing love. Not the watered-down version of love that we get. Kind of love you can count on. But you're walking away and leaving some kind of unhealthy situation to enjoy these new doors that open as a result. Don't be afraid to walk away, because if love and the love is real, it will be there. Are these the ones we want to use? No, we're going to use these ones. Okay, you got watermelon tourmaline, and it says love, balance, and clarity. These are another 3 keywords for 2026. Love, balance, and clarity. You could have strong Gemini or Virgo, namely in a Venus or Saturn position, but doesn't have to be. And it says relationships are the currency of life, and watermelon tourmaline raises awareness of soul agreements and your impact on other people's lives. I feel other people will also be aware of how they are impacting you. This crystal is supercharged to activate the heart chakra, creating a divine connection between you and your higher self. So definitely I do see a stronger connection between you and your higher self in 2026. Like the watermelon, it teaches you to enjoy the sweetness of life. Yes, we did see that. Remembering good things often take time to ripen. Yes, slow and steady wins the race. Watermelon tourmaline balances masculine and feminine energies, connecting your heart chakra to both the physical and the spiritual aspects of yourself. It could be that you would benefit from eating watermelon in 2026 for all their benefits there. Do some research. Maybe there are benefits in when it's watermelon season, of course, which is summertime, those 3 months of summer. Maybe a good time to think of getting some watermelon in for hydration, potassium possibly. Not sure if magnesium, manganese, or something else you may need. So just check it out and see if that applies. And that was your reading, guys. It was a pleasure to read for all of you. Let me know how that resonates for you in the below in the comments, and have a beautiful 2026. It was a pleasure to read for you, and see you in the next one. Bye for now. Welcome everyone who chose the Gazelle. This is going to be your reading about your 2026 in detail. You could have strong Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries in your chart, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, or Mercury. Heightened awareness. Being aware of your abilities and allowing yourself to be more vulnerable in 2026. You're very graceful. You could be working on your posture, on movement in some way. There's a sense of grace here, perception. You could be diving into some kind of artistic pursuit. There's a balance here. focuses for you and advice is focus on creating a cozy home and good food. That will help you with any food allergies or insomnia or a racing mind that you could be dealing with currently. There's something about beauty, sophistication, and elegance. And also a hyper awareness of your surroundings. So it's like you're going to become increasingly aware of a lot of things that you were blind to in the past. And other people are also still blind to, but you're growing in awareness here. You're feeling more connected to energies and being able to read those energies and understand them and process them. I see you in a very observant, probably doing a lot of research into better food, better sleep patterns, creating a cozy environment and how that affects your energy and the energy of those around you, and how that can also block off negative energy. Because as you create your cozy space, as you start treating your body better with better food, it also happens that you don't allow other types of energies to enter and permeate your bubble. You're starting to resonate with higher frequencies, meaning that you're going to attract people with higher frequency energy as well. Because you're becoming aware of how you're affected by your surroundings, by other people, how they act, how they're living, and what energy they're carrying into your life. So you're becoming more aware of that. Okay, the empty room and Thanatos. So the empty room is showing us that let me just have a look here. We have the number 42, which is also a 6. Then we have the number 50, 60, 73, which is also a 10. 73, 42, 6, and 10, and 1. Thanatos. There's an ending here. There's an ending. It's like what this is showing me is that you prefer to have less people in your life or no one at all than to have people intoxicating your space. So you're going to put an end to a lot of, I would say, relationships or a place or a job, or someone's moving out of your life, and it may feel empty, but it also feels like it was necessary for your peace of mind. It's restoring the balance somehow. And at the same time, you may feel empty, but this is ultimately for your highest good. It's like you're gonna feel like you have more space than normal, than usually you would. I'm just trying to decide what deck I'm going to use next. But it also allows you the space to create what it is that you want versus what was not working. It creates space for potential and possibility to develop in the way that you want. Now, there's something coming through about an addiction that you seem to be letting go of, and it may feel empty without that thing that you're addicted to, but it was an addiction nonetheless. It was very toxic, and in letting go of that, don't be fooled. Yes, you will feel the emptiness, but you're supposed to feel that, and you're not meant to keep filling that void with whatever this addiction was. You're meant to now fill the space with things that are actually going to build you up instead of destroy you, because whatever it was that you're letting go of, it was destroying you, and you're gaining an awareness of that, and you're putting it behind you. And there are challenges in letting go of addiction, so it's not going to be easy to feel that void, but you're going to be able to fill it with more positive things moving forward. Okay, something about the year 2026 is going to lead you to discover your life purpose. Now, if you haven't had a life purpose report done by me, you can still get one until the end of the year or throughout the course of 2026. You just have to find my email below, send me an email and ask me about that service. And it's based on your tropical natal astrological chart, and I've done thousands of them already. So it could be something that is helpful, or you're just going to organically discover your life purpose in 2026, or finally pursue it if you already know what it is. It could involve playing a musical instrument, more specifically the violin, but doesn't have to be the case. Doesn't have to exactly be the case. The number 29 and the number 2 could be significant. So a way to fill this void would be to pursue or work toward discovering what your life purpose is. You can also look into things like Ikigai, numerology, astrological charts. Or maybe a reading. Looking into that thing that you've been nudged to do all your life, but you put it off. That could give you a strong indication. Maybe you put it off because it was too much work, or it was uncomfortable, or you felt like you didn't find the time, or you were too lazy to do it. That could be the very thing that you should be doing, because it's going to challenge you. It's going to create new neurological pathways in your brain. It's going to keep your brain pumping and alive cognitively. It's going to keep you functioning as a human being if it is a challenge. So it seems like you're going to take that challenge in 2026, or at least become more aware of where you should be headed. Mars, taking action. It seems like you're going to be taking action on what your life purpose is. And because you're going to feel this fire lit inside of you, you're going to feel inspired to do this. You're going to feel the desire toward whatever this thing is, and an impulse, and finally have the courage to do it, the strength to go out and, beat the competition, or at least be a worthy participant. I see you most likely, if you have stopped working out, I see you getting back into working out, and that will improve your sex drive if that's been down. I see you taking leadership in some area, could be professionally, or could be just taking leadership, the leadership of your own life. And I see a thirst and an impatience to finally go after. It's like you're going to become addicted to taking action toward what is truly good for you, for a change, and not something that is just plain toxic. Beautiful. Feeling fired up, feeling energized. And it says your life purpose fully supports you, and you're going to get that support to pursue your life purpose. And the more you do it, the more supported you will feel. Because, moving into your life purpose is moving out of a comfort zone, which is what I feel you're going to be doing. And once you take those first steps, it's like the universe favors the brave. And so each step in courage that you take forward is more support you're going to be getting proof of from the universe. The more you move forward, the more the universe is going to step in and keep helping you on this path forward. And you're going to get evidence of this. So I see like a constant forward movement. I see you just moving and taking action and moving your body. Farewell to the moon, absolutely. You're saying farewell to your fears, saying farewell to what brought you down, saying farewell to, and you're following your intuition here. The number 17 could be relevant, and the number 8. You're closing a cycle of sadness, of things that were weighing you down, toxicity. You're going to appreciate the lessons, but you're saying farewell to that because you're moving into more of a stable and prosperous time here, and you know that there are certain things and certain fears and certain sadnesses that you can't keep taking with you moving forward. And so now it's time to say farewell and close that cycle. Yes, you're walking away from something that is no longer serving you. These could be emotions, people, places, thoughts, situations, because you know that there's something better waiting for you. And so you're going to do what you know is right for you. You want a more meaningful, you want to live a more meaningful life, and you know exactly what you need to let go of for that to happen for you. And you're taking those steps. And you're going to be supported. And the more each step you take, you are leaving the fear behind and you're embracing your courageous self, is what I'm seeing here. The moon. Yes, you're letting go of fears, absolutely, moving away from fears and letting your intuition guide you. The number 18 could be significant, as well as the number 9. You're definitely closing a cycle here of fears, a cycle of negative self-talk, a cycle of spiritual growth and shadows and working through and healing your shadows. That is, you've done enough of that. Now it's time to move forward into the unknown and a little bit of a temporary discomfort to be able to experience what will be your most fulfilling experience ever. 6 of Cups. Yes, it's like you're going to do something you've always wanted to do since you were a child, but you were too afraid to. And now you're finally going to do it. You're bringing it back, and you're actually going to do something about it. You're allowing your inner child to come out and have a say. Everything else you've done already, you've held on to certain things for too long. And now you're taking a more playful approach toward life, which is in turn a lot more creative. And the path ahead is a lot sweeter as well, as a result of the way you're moving forward is very childlike. It's very optimistic. It's very courageous. There could be a time of stagnancy where things feel a bit stagnant, but it's because you are gaining new perspectives on life. You're getting a chance to see things from different angles. You could have strong Pisces in your chart, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, or Mercury, also possibly Aries. In 2026, you're going to see what the better way forward is. You're going to be pausing a lot for reflection and insight. And this is going to build up the courage for you to dare to be different and do things differently. Express your express your individuality. Allow your true self to shine because you're awesome. It's that vulnerability, allowing yourself to be who you truly are. It's that high frequency of authenticity that not a lot of people tap into, unfortunately. If more people tapped into that energy, we would have a lot more accomplished and fulfilled people. So it seems like you're walking away from hiding your true self. And you're going to be supported. And that could really bring you toward truer love, okay? Either improve a relationship you're in and put it in a more of a love frequency than it has been, or there's true love and a romantic stirring in your heart that is propelling the universe to deliver great love to you. So a true love that you don't see coming if you're single, or improvement in your current situation if that's something that you're looking to have. It could be someone you already know, or it could be a soulmate with whom you've had a past life with. Could be someone you've known ever since you were a child, but you never really developed the romantic connection with that person. Or it could be someone you've been with for a very long time, and you're both working in a more of a true love frequency. Raphael, communion. A sense of communion with the universe, with others, with the person that you're with. More unity, more love with Raphael there. Heart chakra energy, more love. A personal issue will reach a resolution and come to a final close with a celebration here. Full moon in Cancer. This could be happening around mid-January, okay? Mid-January. And this one fell to the floor. I cannot ignore it because I wouldn't take it if it didn't show me the South Node. So it says, this is advice, don't let your past hold you back. And I feel this is what you're going to be doing. You're not going to be allowing your past to hold you back any longer. Okay, now you got two of these. You got Rose Aura Quartz and Sunstone. The Rose Aura Quartz says heart's desire, love, and divine. So you're going to be aware of your heart's desire. And it says the energy of love vibrates on a soul level, penetrating the body through its many layers of tissue, all the way down to the cells. Rose Aura Quartz is a crystal of love with the ability to shift one's sense of self, provide nourishment for your growth, and transform fear and doubts into unconditional love. So this is a very big theme. Your fears and doubts will be transformed into unconditional love, creating a strong bond to the universe, that communion. It creates a synergy between the pineal gland, located in the brain and associated with your third eye, and the heart chakra, infusing your intuition with space to give and receive more love, that vulnerability. This is why you're opening up, because you're opening up to vulnerability with wisdom behind. Sunstone, leadership, confidence, and freedom. Yes, absolutely. These are themes. You're taking leadership, you're feeling confident, and you're going to feel freer. And it says, Sunstone shines bright, igniting willpower underneath the sun's rays. A stone of leadership, Sunstone gives you the courage to step out on your own and dare to make a difference. Yes, very daring energy, very confident, very courageous energy, radiating warmth and vitality. Sunstone brings confidence to the beholder and is known to bring good luck. Fortuitous in nature, Sunstone brings out your natural talent. So your natural talents will be brought out in 2026, allowing you to shine like the star you are. So a lot of you will be expressing your talents to the world and shining like a star because of those talents. Sunstone helps fulfill karmic contracts, alleviating pressures around a sense of purpose and fulfillment. Yes, Abundance will flow once you nurture your gifts. There you go. You could have strong Leo or Libra, more specifically sun placement, but does not have to be. And that is how I am going to end your reading, guys. It was a pleasure to read for all of you. I hope this brought you the clarity that you seek. Have a beautiful 2026, and let me know in the comments how this resonates. Of course, leave a like if you so feel inclined to. It really helps the channel. It helps to bring you more. Have a beautiful 2026. Bye for now. See you in the next one. Welcome everyone who chose the Fire Ant. This is your reading about your 2026. You could have strong Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries in your chart, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, or Mercury. You could feel like you have been following orders, probably dealing with some rigid thinking of your own or someone else around you. You could probably feel like you are surrounded by some aggression. You're coming through as someone who's thoughtful and disciplined, but you may need a lot of alone time right now and walks to walk, going on walks by yourself or something like that. It could be that there's a lot of arguments around you, excess heat, gossip, and you just need some silence and some time to yourself. This could be, and you could be tired of following orders or tired of your own rigid thinking. The energy seems to be a little bit aggressive right now, either within you or around you, and you're probably experiencing some flare-ups, some health flare-ups, and you may not know that this is connected to either your own rigid thinking or people and situations that are feeding your imbalances rather than contributing to your balance. There could be some gossiping and blaming here that are misaligning you in some way. There could be a situation that has been stewed on with a person or situation that is only making things worse. There needs to be a break free from the drama, a cooling down, and you are someone who's very sensitive to all of this, so you may be pretending either to yourself or others that this isn't getting to you, but it has, and you probably have already admitted that to yourself, or you're going to in 2026. There may be too much going on. Other than that, you're coming across as an excellent team player, but it could be taking a toll on you right now. Too many energies around you. Yes, you have been focused on the greater good, but you need a pause, and you may be feeling this. You may be feeling very overwhelmed and burdened right now. Whew, so let's see how your 2026 is showing up for you here energetically. What is the energy for you in 2026? What is the energy for you in 2026? You may feel like you're being pulled in many directions, depleted. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, and you could be extremely sad, but you have a good mask that you put on to others, and you're like, no, I'm fine. But people start to see, it's starting to show physically. Either people can see the sadness in your eyes, you can see it when you look in the mirror. You could even apply comic relief to situations where you're really good at laughing at yourself, or really disturbing situations, so you can make light of it, so you can move through it easier or lighter. But it's whatever's getting to you is still there, and it's like you can't keep up the mask anymore, whether that be to yourself or others. The number 26 and the number 8 could be significant to you. You're trying to be a trooper. You don't want to be a party pooper. But the party is, you're putting on the party for others because you want to be there for others, but it's not worth it. The gem. There's something that you're not nurturing inside of yourself, something that's at the core of you. You are a true gem, but that's not being able to come through because of all the noise and the complications and the drama and the intricacies of what you're still paying attention to. So the number 56 could be relevant to you, as well as the number 11. Okay, so I'm still not seeing the message of 2026 here. I'm still seeing the message around you and something you need to consider or pay attention to. For some of you, you are turning into comedians in 2026. You know, tragedy plus time is comedy. Obviously, we're not talking of serious tragedy here, but that is something that is said, so I just use that. Again, remember, I don't read tragedies in my readings. I don't call them in at all. I'm very clear about blocking them entirely because I want you to manifest good things in life. And so it could be that you are discovering a talent as a comedian. Hole in the soul. Yeah, you've been feeling this hole in the soul, and you haven't addressed it properly yet. Probably 2026 is when you're finally addressing this. The number 36 and the number 9, it seems like you're closing a cycle where that hole has been there, and you're going to you're going to fill it with something more positive in 2026, is what I'm seeing here. You've been feeling it. You keep going, you keep following orders, you keep being there for others, you keep being a team player. You stick around even though there's a lot of arguments and other things and drama going on around you, but you haven't been feeling fulfilled. You still feel a void in your soul by whatever's surrounding you. But what's the energy for 2026, please? You're probably becoming very aware of what that is and what is causing that feeling of a void. Third house, yes, you're going to gain clarity and a sense of perception that your social life, your neighbors, your probably some relatives, maybe siblings even, neighbors, or people you socialize with. Maybe you giving too much socially or being present too much socially, you're going to become aware that this has been taking a toll on you and it has not been fulfilling at all. You need a time to yourself. You need a break from all this socializing because it's just depleting you. It's taking from you. No one is filling that void. You need to take walks alone. You need to go take some pictures of nature. You maybe need to get in contact with a sibling if you haven't been in contact with a sibling. Maybe you've been in contact with a lot of empty, superficial situations and people, and you need to get in contact with the people who fill your soul, people who you don't feel depleted around, people who you can share rather than have take from you. Time out. I can't make this up. Time out. This fell from the deck. You saw that. The number 36. Confirming that this hole in the soul, 36, see, same number, is because you are becoming aware that you have a hole in the soul because you need time out. You need solitude. You need time alone to contemplate. You need less socializing. I don't know what. Maybe you don't socialize a lot, but maybe you've been socializing with too many people and it's like quantity over quality, and you need to contemplate and you need to become aware of quality over quantity. It seems to be what's coming through strongly now. If you're going to places that are packed with people, you need to do the opposite in 2026. Keep that to a minimum. Only when it's something that is truly worthwhile. If there's a conglomerate of people, like big gathering, where you will be doing something that will fill your soul, then absolutely participate. But if you're participating for others, for the sake of others, that's when you have to stop. Allow yourself the time out. Allow yourself the time alone. It's going to amplify the awareness of something that you need to see. We have nutrition and author. So it could be that you're meant to become an author in the area of nutrition, or it could be that you have a book inside of you that needs to be expressed and you need to make the alone time to write that. You need the time out, the solitude to work on that book that is inside of you because it wishes to be expressed. And it could be that you also need to work on improving your own nutrition, or you're meant to write something about nutrition that will be very healing work with your culinary skills. Now, this could also be publishing a channel that improves other people's nutrition and conducting healing work with those culinary skills that you have. So take what resonates here, because it seems like you're giving too much time and it's taking away from time for something that you need to create and be the author of. Even if it's creating new recipes, writing them down, sharing them in a book or on a YouTube channel or some other platform. We have strength and we have the Two of Swords. So again, this is telling you that what you're going to become aware of in 2026 is that if you have experienced stalemates in your life, if you've found that you can't make decisions or it's hard for you to evolve and to progress in life, it's because you haven't known what decision to make. You overanalyze things. And you're constantly trying to find a compromise with every single person around you. Yes, you are strong. Yes, you are graceful. Yes, you are kind. But you need to forgive yourself enough to, do something for yourself. Feed a creative project that you have. Feed something that you are wasting time with superficial socializing. Is the reason why you're not building whatever you need to build. You're becoming aware in 2026 that is because you've been giving your energy to people who are not really going to do anything with it, or they're going to build themselves up, and you're going to stay sad and behind because you're not working on something that you're meant to be working on, that you should be doing. You also need some time alone to do some research, to write some things down, to write your thoughts down, to contemplate what this book or this publishing will be about, or whatever this creative pursuit is about. Yeah, it's time to put an end to a certain way of doing things. An end to the hole in the soul, an end to superficial socializing. And with the Knight of Cups here, allow yourself to pursue something that is near and dear to your heart, something that you're meant to do, something that makes you feel fulfilled in the heart space when you actually do something about it. Something you love. It's time to dedicate yourself to something you love, not other people's projects, not other people, things that other people love, not things that other people want you to participate in. What do you want to participate in? Because there's something very valuable at the center of that. If you block out the noise and the interference and the voices and the other people's wills, because if you let other people's wills take over your entire life, that's just too many wills, right? It's like you're allowing too many people in your energy fields. Get some exercise. So this is coming through as advice for you. You may need to get some exercise. As your body becomes stronger, you begin to feel stronger in all ways. So if you've been feeling a lack of mental strength or physical strength, this is the advice coming through for you. Not that we asked specifically for advice, but that's what came through. Because not all the cards in that deck are advice cards, but maybe you will decide to get some exercise and you will become physically stronger and mentally stronger in 2026, and you need the time to yourself to be able to do that exercise. And maybe that exercise starts with just walking, okay? Something as simple as putting your shoes on and walking. Butterfly Maiden, this will be a very transformative year for you. You will be transforming on a grand scale. You will be experiencing enormous change, and that change is going to bring you blessings. You're going to be changing through exercise, through writing, through researching, through time alone, discovering your strength, discovering your talents, loving yourself, doing something you love, versus the chaos of constantly socializing or giving into other people's plans and dreams. And it's now nurturing your own. Jophiel, it's going to feel very liberating. And Jophiel is the archangel of beauty. So there could be that you need time to yourself for a glow up, and that's something that you will be experiencing as a consequence. Probably physically you have been feeling like you don't like the way you look, and it's because internally you are very depleted. But now you're going to feel very liberated from the awareness that you're gaining to actually fulfill yourself, fill your soul. Because if you don't like the way you look, it's because of that hole in the soul. And there's a beauty that's radiating from the inside out this year, from the awareness and the transformation that is triggering in you. Because I do see you following through here with better nutrition, with more exercise or better exercise. I do see you following through with research and time alone and authoring something or creating something that is very precious, and that will make you feel free and liberated. That's the big transformation this year, is filling that hole in the soul with something beautiful, with something precious, with something that's going to glow and shine, and it's going to be, people are going to see it on the outside. You're going to feel different. You're going to like what you see in the mirror because of this. Yeah, a fiery climax approaches. You're closing a cycle. Mid-October is presenting a new beginning after you have transformed throughout the year. It's like mid-October is when you start showcasing and feeling and really, really benefiting from the transformation that's going to occur throughout the year. You got citrine spirit quartz. And it says intentional. So you're going to set intentions. You're going to live intentionally. You're going to become a lot more self-aware. You're going to see your blind spots. You're going to have more discernment of yourself, of what's been bringing you down, of what's contributing to your health and what's not. Right? A centered and empowered stone, citrine spirit quartz asks that you take command over your life. By having clear intentions, you can begin to lead from a grounded and assertive place, giving you the results that complement your needs. Exactly. Citrine spirit quartz, it's a very independent year. It's a year where you assert yourself, where you say no when you mean no, and you can say no in a loving and kind way without compromising your health, your wealth, your well-being, your balance, okay? And you're going to set some intentions, and you're going to follow through with those intentions, giving you the results that complement your needs. So now you're going to get results that complement your own needs and not just the needs of others. Citrine Spirit Quartz enhances your sense of self-awareness, dissolving apprehension or self-doubt to clear the way for more confidence in your daily life, no matter what material things you may or may not possess. It is highly focused and excellent stone for planning and goals. So, setting new goals in 2026, planning, following through, and realigning your energy to align with your own needs. Okay? Wow. That was a deep one. Pile 3, that was your reading. It was a pleasure to read for you guys. Let me know how that resonates for you in the comments. Have a beautiful 2026 and see you in the next one. Bye for now.